it's a game, but it is absolutely not, okay? This is the energy supplement from Just Move Supplements. That's right. It's damn near all gone, girl. And that's because I had to get that energy up so I can complete the workout, so I can give y'all this body, this transformation, get into it, okay? And I'm done working out now, so that's why we're moving on to the protein shake. Oh yes, it's already in there, girl. It's already made right here. This is the mixture of the banana pudding, the chocolate cake, and the buttercream cupcake. And you really want to be fancy, you can go ahead and add that blueberry muffin if that's what you want to do, girl. But for me, it's these three right here, okay? You put that with some almond milk, you mix it all up in honey, okay? Your muscles have gained life, new energy, agility. Get into it, okay? Just Move Supplements. Thank you very much. Hold up, Chief. Okay, don't forget about that TLC NutriBurst to get that multivitamin powder, because we all need a little extra. And child, if you want that sea moss that go down smooth, don't come up rough, okay? Get into the TLC Nautica sea moss. Yes, get that from me. And child, if your stomach hurt and you need to move some things around so you can be free, okay, go ahead and get that ISO tea down below in the description box. Get it all from me. Come on in, come on in, come on in, not come on in, not come. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Will Smith just smacked the shit out of him.
What's going on, everybody?
Wow, dude. It was a GI Jane jump.
It's a movie. I'm going to. One more. I was Lupita. I was absolutely Lupita. Yes, I was. Let's go through. Let's see. What else is there? Is that the only one I saved of the slap? Is that the only one I saved of the slap? Oh, Lord. Will Smith didn't go. So I'm showing y'all. And
I want to apologize to the Academy. I want to apologize to all my fellow nominees. This is a beautiful moment, and I'm not crying for winning an award. It's not about winning an award for me. It's about being able to shine.
Being able to what? Being able to shine as a light. Child, Janet Hubert says, so proud of you. Yes, there is only so much one can take. Sometimes you have to slap back. Celebrate the win. Nothing else matters. Both actions were incorrect, but Chris didn't need to go there. Met him once. It was enough for me. Very mean-spirited. # King Richard for the win. The Academy came out. LAPD investigate entities are aware of an incident between two individuals during the Academy Awards program. The incident involved one individual slapping another. The individual involved has declined to file a police report. If the involved party desires a police report at a later date, LAPD will be available to complete an investigative report. I told y'all in my Discord that Chris Rock was not going to press charges because that's stupid. Hollywood is politics. And be very clear that Will Smith knew that he was the black man that could walk on the Oscar stage, smack the shit out of another black man, and then return to his seat without incident. The Academy said, the Academy does not condone violence of any form. Tonight, we are delighted to celebrate our 94th Academy Award winners who deserve this moment of recognition from their peers and movie lovers around the world. And here is where the issue is. So I'm going to just go ahead and tell y'all, okay? My initial response to Will's, hey y'all, how y'all doing? I just wanted to jump right into it. My initial response to this was laughter and shock. I was appalled. And then I was trying to understand why. And apparently, Chris Rock was like, hey, Jada, can't wait to see you in G.I. Jane 2. And Will looked at Jada, because at first it was, we're all laughing at jokes. There are jokes in succession, so we're all, we're in the front row. And then you look over and your wife is like, and so Will said, you know what? I think we've all had enough. I think between y'all online and the August Alsina jokes and the Tupac jokes, and then, now Chris Rock with the constant disrespect, they say that everybody hates Chris for a reason. That's what they say. And they say it for a reason. And the reason why they say it is because Chris is an asshole. And this is not the first time that Chris has said something about Jada. The last time he said something was when he hosted the Oscars. Previously, when they were, oh, here it is. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Don't fret none. Okay, because I did come through with the receipts for what I'm saying.
Adversity head on during his opening monologue at the Oscars, delivering jokes that were both hilarious and poignant, like this one, where he called out Jada Pinkett Smith for boycotting the show.
Hilarious and poignant. I'm going to just tell y'all right now that Chris Rock has always come off coonish to me. Y'all want to talk about somebody that sells out? I'm sorry, but a little bit of me has always felt like Chris loves to come and get us black folk to laugh, and then he runs back over there to white people and does comedy movies with them. And then every now and again, when he wants a resurgence, he comes back to black people, and then he goes right back over there to white people. It's just my opinion. Okay? But everybody hates Chris for a reason. Let's press on.
TV show. Jada boycotting the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited. Jada's mad. Her man, Will, was not nominated for Concussion. I get it. Tell the truth. I get it. You get mad. Said it's not fair that Will was this good and didn't get nominated. Yeah, you're right. It's also not fair that Will was paid $20 million for Wild Wild West.
Okay, so you've said things. Okay. A little backstory, a little history. What happened this year? People went nuts. Spike Lee got mad. Jada went mad. Will went mad. Everyone went mad. Rock said about all the celebs wanting to protest the Oscars. Jada said she's not coming. I was like, isn't she on a TV show? Jada's going to boycott the Oscars. Jada's boycotting the Oscars. Like, yeah, okay, y'all got the joke. Okay? Y'all got the joke. So what I am saying is Chris Rock is disrespectful. Chris Rock is disrespectful, and I think that I have been feeling the amount of disrespect for Jada for a while now, and I feel like Chris got smacked for everybody that the Smiths have just laughed at for being disrespectful. I also feel like this will not harm Will. I understand the respectability politics of it, smacking the shit out of another black man at the Oscars where they finally included black people. I'm over that portion of it, because to me, I'm sorry, clear people, but fuck y'all. Nobody cares about fighting in front of y'all. Y'all, Jerry Springer, okay? Y'all are on Maury and all the shows fighting just like we are. Y'all are giving each other STDs and cheating on each other's spouses and putting each other under conservatorship and doing all of the messy shit that the black celebrities are doing. So I'm not about to sit up here and act like, oh my God, mixed company. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about how the white people at the Oscars felt about these two black men getting into it. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. I'm sorry. But one of the conversations that I did have made me think from the standpoint of the artist in the room, like Questlove, who won the Oscar right after this shit. And nobody is really going to be talking about that as much as they should, or giving that the energy that it should. They're not even going to give Will's win the energy that it deserves. Will won the fucking Oscar finally. And it was completely overshadowed because he got up there on stage and smacked the shit out of Chris Rock. And so I do feel like for the people in the room that were there so that they can get their fucking flowers and get their awards and get patted on the back for all their hard work and the shit got completely overshadowed. Like, I didn't even know what, first of all, I didn't know fucking Oscars was even coming on. Then I didn't know that Will Packer had directed the shit, you know? So I will say that Will made the shit popular because I don't think anybody was paying attention. We were going to pay attention to the looks. And then the next morning, the shade room, and then we're going to post all the black people that won. And that's all we were going to really care about. Some people were going to focus on performances. People like myself don't give a fuck about the Oscars. So I wasn't even really paying attention. It was only going to be who won that was black. That was all I was going to care about as it pertains to this story. So Will deciding to walk on stage and show that his dick was bigger than the average tall nigga, I was just kind of like, okay, Will, this was funny. It was funny. I'm glad that you stood up for Jada finally. And I say finally because I feel like y'all have been taking a high road for a while now. And maybe just every now and again a verbal, hey, can y'all leave my wife the fuck alone? Like, you're on Instagram jumping out of planes and shit. You could have had a whole sit down to get off your chest that you tired of people playing with your fucking wife. But you decided instead to drop your nuts on the Oscars stage. And there are a lot of things going on. So yeah, Will, you didn't protect your mom from your dad. So you're feeling the need to protect Jada. Then on top of that, you may feel like people think you soft. And you want to remind everybody, nigga, I'm from West Philly and I don't give a fuck. Chris Rock. I don't care about Chris Rock getting smacked because I feel like you probably deserve to get smacked. Like, that's why nobody in the room was like, let's go check on Chris, Denzel, Tyler Perry, the other white people in the room. Everybody was like, let's go check on Will and make sure he's okay after that. And I think it's because everybody knows Chris is an asshole. And it has nothing to do with being a comedian. I think Chris in general, behind the scenes, amongst his peers, is an asshole. And so I think the response was an overall, resounding, child. I'm glad somebody finally smacked the shit out of him. Shit, that's what Samuel L. Jackson was giving me when he dapped Will off. The look on his face. And Diddy, can you do us all a favor and stop trying to make yourself a part of a moment all the time? Stop trying to make yourself a part of the moment all the time, Diddy. Go sit the fuck down, brother love. Go pay your artists that you gypped out of all of their money, brother love. Talk about you talk to Will and Chris and they worked it out. Let me tell you something. Chris and Will ain't liked each other in years. And it damn sure ain't gonna be better after Will smacks the fuck out of him on an internationally syndicated awards show. That's not gonna be, but he's not gonna press charges because Hollywood is Hollywood and Will has already done what Will needs to do to be Will Smith. Will Smith is already up here. So everybody's going to, stop playing with Will. Black women are gonna, and see, this is another thing. Oh, you motherfuckers. You think I don't see you when you do things so you can get black women on your side. This was a Trump card. Okay, this was I bet you all of the black women gonna be on my side now. I done smack the shit out of Chris Rock's disrespectful ass. Y'all don't really like him anyway. I can smack him. Nobody cares. I can smack him. The white people in the room, they like him, but he's an asshole, so I can smack him. I bet you he wouldn't have tried that with some other people. I'm gonna tell you that. I feel like Chris was the person to do that too. And I do feel like it took a level of restraint for Chris not to hold off and slap the entire shit out of Will back. Because Will stood there for a second and gave him the moment. Will stood there for a second to see if Chris wanted to come back with it, and he didn't. And I think that was a smart decision because I don't think that Chris is in the physical shape that Will is in. Will has been training like he's ready to fight some fucking body. I don't know if y'all have seen him on Instagram, but his weight loss journey has greatly included him beating the fuck out of boxing bags and shit. Okay? So it was a good decision to let it go. Now everybody wants to argue about the alopecia situation, right? That's what y'all want to argue about. That's the reason why. I'm gonna tell y'all, I don't give a fuck why. It could have been an August Alsina joke. It could have been a joke about motherfucking Woo. If Will decided that he has had enough of y'all disrespecting his wife, that's it, that's all. The alopecia, yeah, that's fucked up. But like somebody said, y'all made jokes about Whitney Houston's crack habit while she was in the audience in the date. Like I come from an era that I thought the shit was funny. And honestly, I thought Will smacking the shit out of him made the joke even funnier. And like somebody else said online that I saw, and if Chris would have came up behind him and said some shit, you know, like if he's this upset in March, I can't wait to see him in August. You know, August Alsina joke. You know, then it would have still been funny. His face would have still been hurting, but he would have still recovered. So honestly, I feel like both of these rich men will be fine at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad for the people who were at the Oscars and felt like their moment got overshadowed by this foolishness, because it is foolishness. Because a lot of people feel like Will could have dealt with this nigga at the after party, and I know there are a lot of people that are like, no, you disrespect me in a moment, well, I'm gonna disrespect you in a moment, and that's cute and everything, but that's ignorant as fuck, and that took away from people that didn't have anything to do with the beef between them or the disrespect to Jada. That moment took away from all of the people that had shit going on that they were proud of, which was completely overshadowed because Will decided that was the moment to get on stage and let y'all know to stop fucking playing with him. West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground. Isn't it funny that that's literally what Will got in trouble for in his entire life, is hauling off and hitting the wrong person? And I just kind of feel like y'all stay thinking that people to be played with, and then they let you know, nigga, I have been this person. I constantly get in trouble because I smack the fuck out of people when I shouldn't. That's how my whole life started. That was not just a TV show. Okay? That's how all of this shit started. The joke wasn't funny, y'all. The you know, but it wasn't that deep, is what I mean. You know, seeing G.I. Jane do, you know, it wasn't that funny, you know, but it wasn't like that. It was just a ha-ha. But what really made this shit funny was when he walked on stage and smacked the shit out of you, and all Chris could say was, damn, Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me. Like, you just got knocked the fuck. But you know what? I like the fact that Chris just barely moved and came back with it and recovered so quickly. Shout out to Chris for that quick recovery, but that's also because I feel like Chris is used to people smacking the shit out of him. Like, you've said a lot of things that probably have caused you to get hands put on you. We just don't know about it because it happened before the social media shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was for me. But I feel like Chris Rock had some type of vendetta against Jada. I don't know what that's about. But I feel like Will had enough. And Will had probably had some brown in his cup and had just decided that this is enough. It's enough. And I want everybody to stop acting like, you know, he stomped him in the ground. It was just a slap. He just slapped him. It's a slap. It was a hard-ass smack. It was a smack. We're going to call it a smack. It was an open-handed smack. And everybody knows that if a dude really wants to fight, he's going to punch you. He's not going to smack you. The smack was, hey, get your fucking mind right before I hurt you. That's what the smack was. The smack was a dick drop, a mic drop, and a stop fucking playing with me to the world. That's what it was. And I'm going to say it again. Chris got smacked for everybody that think it's cute to keep playing with Will. And y'all going to be online making jokes, but y'all ain't going to say that shit to that nigga face. You ain't going to say it with him sitting in the audience, are you? Mm-hmm. Thank you, Effie, for the super sticker. I hate this moment overshadowed the winners. Me too. Me too. I totally agree with that. And that's what I find fucked up about it. And that's the reason why I understand people being so upset with Will. Will was wrong, point blank, period. And Chris was wrong too. And that's what I want people to understand. I want people to understand that if we're going to be upset at Will for taking the moment away from everybody, I think we can also not look at Chris like he's some fucking victim, which I won't. Nigga, I don't know which part I enjoyed more. Will crying like a bitch after the fact, you know, now that it's set in, that you just ruined the biggest moment in your career so that you could prove something to little ass Chris Rock. Nigga, who the fuck cares? Like, anybody could beat up Pookie. Nigga, you ruined this moment so you could press Pookie? It wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it because he could have smacked him at the after party and everybody would have still found out about it. He should have smacked him at the after party. Not that he shouldn't have smacked him. He just shouldn't have smacked him on stage in front of everybody and took the moment and all of the you know, media coverage away from the winners and their awards, because everybody's just gonna remember from 2022. Child, that was the year that Chris Rock got the fire smacked out his ass when Will Smith was like, stop playing with my bald head wife, you know. They couldn't. The Australian people was the ones that put that shit out the way it was. So I think blame can be placed all over the place, but I would like for y'all to do us all a favor and leave Miss Jada the fuck alone. That's what I want y'all to do, because my husband said something that I didn't even think about. Like, damn, why would he overreact? Thank you, Dolores, for the super chat. Will been slapping people. Oh, I remember when he slapped that reporter from kissing him in the mouth, because y'all want to keep testing that man, talking about he was gay, and that dude kissed him in the mouth, and Will smacked the backhand smacked him. Hey, bro, fuck wrong with you? Like, y'all gonna stop playing with this man. Y'all really need to learn something from that fucking show. We'll keep telling you, I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to be good. I'm not automatically that way. My husband was like,
even that Will was gay, but he couldn't just try to take it.
like, what kind of rapey shit is that?
Right.
Like, what kind of grape juice shit? You can't just be kissing me in the mouth. I don't fucking know you. And then you a white boy. Like, how you know you my type? Like, what the fuck? Like, they, you know, they say I fuck with Dwayne Martin, okay? So how you know you my type kissing me in the mouth like this? I don't know what's wrong with the nigga, okay? But my husband made me think, and they talked about the alopecia, y'all, but alopecia just means hair loss, okay? Different types of alopecia, and there could be different causes for alopecia. And I didn't even think about this. But what if something more is wrong with Jada? And I hope that's not what it is, y'all. But I'm putting this out there for perspective on Will's part, because this is what Lyric brought up. And I was like, I didn't even think about that. And I thought that was a great point. Lyric said that, what if something more is wrong? What if it's not just hair loss? What if there's a reason for the hair loss, like a real sickness, like one that could be fatal? And Will and them are going through it and trying to keep it under wraps and smiling when people are making jokes. But when Jada was made to feel uncomfortable and she could not hide it, I think that upset Will. And I think that he was entitled to be upset. And I think if he would have yelled from his seat, then I would have appreciated that more than him walking on stage, smacking the fuck out of him. And it was, you know, the slap heard around the world. Because again, took from everybody else in that moment. And he was apologetic, of course, after Tyler Perry and Denzel, you know, took him to the side to talk to him, you know. But I will say this. I feel like everybody has issues. Chris has issues. Will has issues. And, you know, this is one of those moments when somebody was going back and forth in their head about how they should handle a moment where they felt extreme disrespect and decided to choose chaos, as he said on Instagram. But yes, thank you for that super chat. There are some more. Thank you so much, Amadou, for the super chat. Notice he apologized to everyone but Chris. Yeah, because he wasn't sorry for slapping Chris. He feels like Chris deserves it because Chris has been saying shit about Jada for a while now. And it's like, why are you picking on my black wife today? That's what I'm not going to do today. Sean Bay, thank you so much for the super chat. This was the guy version of the reunion with Portia versus Kenya, down to everybody consoling Portia and Will. Oh, Lord, you're right. You absolutely right about that. That's funny. That's a funny, you know, correlation. John Frederick, thank you so much for the super chat. I can't be too judgmental. I have knocked the fuck out of dudes in my past for way less. Shouldn't have done it there, but I get it. John Fredericks, we can agree on that. Okay, we can agree on that. You know, but I think it just goes to show that people don't always be in the best space to handle the pressure that people put on them to stay cute and calm. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Just Nicole. Feels like people are mad Jada got defended by Will. Thank you. I feel that too, and I don't appreciate that. That's why I'm not that mad at him. I'm not that mad at him. I wish he would have thought about everybody else involved, of course. But his wife came first, and if it felt like retribution for them, then I could understand why he felt the need to do that. But I still feel like he should have waited until they got off stage and fucked that nigga up in the back. Like, security should have had to break that shit up. Thank you, DeQuasia, for the super chat. It's the double standard for me that Will and Jada had all this time to defend themselves against every joke and criticism, but they decided to pick the Oscars to get 50 Cent. I feel like I get what you're saying, but at the same time, that even more so. And you were saying this in the Discord equation, and I was telling you that people get tired. So yeah, they had all of those other opportunities, and all of those other times they were able to keep their cool and laugh it off and shrug it off. And maybe this was the time where it just felt too fucking embarrassing, where it felt too much, especially if something more is wrong. And Jada is extremely sensitive. And if somebody's husband feels like, wait, this is the moment where my wife is actually bothered, like, yeah, maybe Jada don't give a fuck about y'all talking about August Alsina's dick, ruining her, her fucking vagina and all that. Maybe she don't give a fuck about that. But talking about losing her hair, and all of that, especially when that's a part of how you see yourself as a woman and how you define your beauty, that can be extremely difficult for somebody to deal with. And if her husband felt the need to defend her in a way, because he could have got hurt on her behalf. I was just talking to my friend about this shit. I love my husband the way I love my mother. And what that means is they are such good people and sweet people that if anybody treats them badly, I feel like it's my responsibility to put my foot in your fucking ass. Or in any way that I can do that, because I feel like, yeah, people come at me all the time because they see me as the brash personality. My mom and Lyric are like such sweet, calm people. They are never rude to anybody. And if anybody took liberties like that with them, it would probably be a fucking issue for me. I'm gonna just go ahead and tell y'all, like, I feel the love for my husband in both of my titties. Do you hear me? All of this chest, not just over here in the one titty where the heart is, both of the titties. Okay. And if somebody were to play with him about something I knew that he was sensitive about, or if he was sick in any way, and somebody decided to make a joke about him being sick in any way, I might have lost my shit as well. I might have. It may not have resulted in that, but it would have resulted in me finding and me sitting there not laughing at your joke and letting everybody know that I don't think the shit is funny. And then we would have had to have a conversation after that. And I would have found your ass somewhere, slipping, hopefully. Okay? Drunk, maybe. From behind if I had to. You know what I'm saying? But I understand where Will could be coming from. And if something were to come out that something was wrong, worse than just hair loss, and I say that because hair loss is hard to deal with, but dying early is a whole nother situation. You know what I'm saying? And it reminded me of Chadwick Boseman in the way everybody talked about Chadwick Boseman's weight loss. And I didn't see that. But a lot of people were telling me that, people said such negative things about him, when he lost all of that weight because he was sick and nobody knew, and then, nobody knew, and then he died. You know what I'm saying? And I want to know how everybody is going to want to give flowers and talk about all the times they love Jada and the Low Down Dirty Shame and Lena James, and y'all going, and woo, and now that's a cult classic and y'all love it. It's already a cult classic. Fuck you. But you know what I'm saying? Okay? Then everybody's going to want to put her up on a pedestal. So I feel like at the end of the day, for me, y'all, it doesn't even matter if it was about the alopecia, if it was about August Alsina, it could have been about the way Jada was dressed that night. I feel like people have been doing way too much when it comes to Jada, in my opinion. And the funny part about it is if you watch me, I have been saying it for a while. Why y'all keep disrespecting Jada? Why do y'all keep doing this shit with Jada? I've talked about it many times that I did not like what it's starting to feel like. I love Jada, so I don't give a fuck. And I know everybody feels like, oh, because they talk about their personal business. I'm like, before they started talking about their personal business, y'all was all in their fucking business. That was the reason why they started talking about it. Because they thought maybe if we, let people in a little bit, they'll have enough and then they'll leave us the fuck alone. But then you got your August Alsinas that don't know how to keep their fucking mouth shut and all of that, and everybody else is in your business. Okay? But ultimately, I don't like that excuse that people use that because they talk on Red Table Talk, that means everybody can say whatever the fuck they want to say. No, you can say what you want to say. And then if Will wants to respond the way he wants to respond, then that's the response and we'll handle it from there. If you're going to feel like that, if you're going to feel like, because I remember when we were talking to nephew Tommy, that was one of the responses that he had to the way people kind of go at Jada versus the way they go at Will. You don't want to answer the way you see that they obviously demonize Jada as a woman versus the way they treat Will. They may joke on Will, but the way people joke on Jada looks a little malicious to me. Okay. And I feel like everybody throws those licks at them, and they have been throwing those licks at them for years, y'all. People have been saying Will was gay and Jada was gay and they were swingers and the relationship was open. People have been saying that shit for years. For years. They got on Red Table Talk, set something straight for everybody, and now people think that that means it's an invitation to disrespect people. I don't know. I don't agree with that. I don't think that's okay. I think comedians should be able to tell the jokes that they want to tell. And if the joke hits in a way that doesn't come across, then just be prepared to bob and fucking weave. Don't just stand there and get smacked next time, Chris. He walked all the way around, and once you saw him coming on the stage, you should have known. You didn't even move your arms from behind your back. You took the lick. You took the lick, and Chris is going to take the lick, and he laughed it off. He may have wanted to do something else in the moment, but he took the lick. So he took the lick. It'll be fine. Everybody will be fine. Everybody will be fine, you guys. It's cool. It was a moment to remember for sure. But I think as a Black person, the idea that we should be so upset on behalf of our Blackness for this happening in front of white people, child, I am over and done with that. If y'all want to carry that burden, y'all can go ahead and carry that burden. But all Black people are not a representation of me, and I am not upholding every Black person just because they Black. But if you being nominated, I want you to win. Like, if you're being nominated, I want you to win. But I'm not upholding you just because you're Black. No. Okay, I may want you to win, but that doesn't mean I'm upholding you. Okay, Shine Good, thank you for the super chat. Chris Rock is very problematic. Has very problematic jokes towards Black women going on for years. It is tacky, just like that clip where Chris Rock encourages his friend Lewis to say the N-word. Child, I've told y'all for years that Chris Rock is problematic. Okay. And he can be funny sometimes, and other times it's just kind of like, yeah, Black people started fucking with Chris Rock years ago. We left him alone years ago. You guys make sure to sign up on my website, BondyBlueShow.com. Exclusive content over there on the website, free and paid. So check it out, okay? Greatly appreciate it. All right, y'all, let's move on. I've talked about this long enough, and I do have one more thing that I want to talk about before we move on, and that's Tiffany Haddish, because I was in the line at Home Goods, girl. Okay, maxing out my Home Goods credit card, and saw that Tiffany Haddish had to get people together. Well, first of all, two stories here. Tiffany Haddish told Jada Pinkett Smith to make sure that she goes down on old boy from the back. And I just kind of feel like that's a little bit too much. We don't need to be that thirsty about it. That's her husband. He's supposed to defend her. We don't need to do that much.
You do a little costume?
Here we go.
I'm not wearing a costume. I'm wearing Tokyo Gabbana.
Okay, let her know, Tiff.
Evening gown, darling.
In case you can't afford them.
I paid for it. It's
Okay.
custom.
Okay.
Time of death for me right now. You look gorgeous.
As long as you know.
This is my life.
She look good.
This what fame look like.
Okay, this what money look like.
This what success look like.
Let them know.
This what money look like. This what look like. It's what it look like.
Let her know.
What's coming out called this? You do a little costume change?
Girl, it's giving Whitney.
I'm not wearing a costume. I'm wearing Tokyo Gabbana.
So that was the problem. That was the problem. Don't be talking about a costume change. It's not a costume. This isn't a movie. This isn't a show. This is my real life. Watch your language, young lady. Talking to me. Okay? I'm glad that she clocked it. I think a lot of times people throw the subtlest of shades. The subtlest of shades. And Tiffany caught it. And slightly ping-ponged it back and then beat the bitch in the head with it. It was like soft tap. Bow, 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 bow. Okay? All right. I love Tiffany with the blonde hair. She looks so cute. I'm happy that she came. That she came and checked, and she looks amazing in that green dress. Talking about you had a little costume change, man. This is Dolce & Gabbana. This is not a motherfucking costume, okay? Say it right. Say it right and say it with your chest. Yo, everybody is upset, y'all. Y'all know old Black people is upset, y'all. Oh, let me just show y'all this. Old Black people is upset. Okay, it's Stephen A. Smith. If Will Smith seriously did that, and he wins the Oscar, he just stained the greatest moment of his career. You cannot do that shit, especially as a Black man in that position to another Black man on that stage, you know, amongst these white people. If this was not a joke, Will won't live this down. what does that mean? Will won't live that down. What does that even mean? Because if you think that Will isn't going to make money because of this, you are sadly mistaken, my good guy. What did Nikki say? Nikki said, I love Chris Rock. I don't think he would have made that joke had he known what Jada recently shared. But between him and the whole team at the Oscars, you mean to tell me not one of y'all heard this woman just shared this heartbreaking story? Here's the thing, and this is such an amazing eye-opening example of it. Continue to last and final tweets. My husband gets a front row seat to his wife's pain. He's the one consoling her, drying her tears behind closed doors when those cameras go off. Social media has made people feel that these husbands won't ever run into them in real life. You just got to witness in real time what happens in a man's soul when he looks over to the woman he loves and sees her holding back tears from a little joke at her expense. This is what any and every real man feels in that instance. Why y'all seeing the joke? He's seeing her pain. Imagine what it must feel like to be losing your hair to the point where you have to shave it bald. You think that's easy to deal with for anyone? You don't think she's cried about that many times? 2022, y'all gonna have to see these men about those jokes you made about their wives. And Boosie said, that's why I don't fuck with people's wives. Will tired, bro. I've been feeling bad for him myself these last years. That joke shouldn't have been said at the Oscars. Feel like he could have let them slide. Make me think they had a little beef before or something. They obviously had a beef before. But Boosie, didn't you talk about Jada, nigga? You one of the main ones that was talking shit about Jada in the August Alsina situation. Shut the fuck up, okay? First of all, I don't care. Will Smith, I just want to say that this is the worst part of this whole night was you doing all of this to getting jiggy with it. Nah. He was actually rapping the lyrics to his own song. This is what you should be ashamed of most of all, this moment right here. This is when you should have smacked the shit out of Chris Rock instead of doing this. I'm sorry, y'all. I can get jiggy with this shit. I'm sorry. I can't get jiggy with this shit. Because I just feel like I know he's living, his best life right now, but he looks a fool, with the getting jiggy with it. This was Sam. Look, Sam, bruh, we can't stand that nigga. We have had many a conversation. I am happy you finally got to smack him, okay? Shout out to you, okay? That look on Sam's face, it said it all, okay? I would tell y'all what Lil Duval had to say, but I don't really care. Thank you so much, Imani, for the super chat. 911 emergency reconnect the community. You supposed to worry about it every time. Lena James, boy. 911 emergency reconnect the community. Like, don't make me start kicking in this bitch. Okay, y'all better follow me on Instagram. Watch my workouts. I already been in this bitch kicking. It's a fact. Okay, no friends in the industry. No friends in the industry. Like, that's the truth. That's the truth. I ain't got nothing else for y'all. I still have to watch Candy and the Gang, and I got something else to do in like an hour, so I gotta eat. But I might come back to y'all tonight for Ratchet Reality because I've already watched Bad Boys Club LA and Jocelyn's Cabaret. Okay, do it like it's your birthday, baby. Y'all see Jocelyn say that they're gonna give her another show. I said, who from the pits of hell is gonna sign you on for another show after you just did all this? Anyway, y'all. Hey, Bondi, on another note, keep doing your thing. I can see you and Lyric on the red carpet. They need to start including YouTubers because y'all work hard. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate that. And I wish they would, child. You know what I'm saying? Invite me. Please invite me to the red carpet, but not to the award show because those award shows go on for too long and they're boring. Stop using Dave Chappelle as an example for Chris Rock. There are two different types of comedians. One is logical and one is a minstrel. Ooh, shade. Comedian shade. Listen, that's a good debate to have. But I'm going to just say, it's tough. Listen. Did somebody say if Jada felt away about the alopecia, why not wear a wig? I just kind of feel like no. I can feel a way about losing my hair and not put on a wig. I'm not about to bend myself into a fucking pretzel and be uncomfortable so you won't make bad jokes about me. No, I'm not changing what I want to do just so you cannot be rude to me. You see how weird that sounds? Y'all got to backtrack this thought process that people should do shit so folks won't fuck with them. No, just don't fuck with me. You know? But anyway, y'all, it was staged. It was not staged. It was not staged. I don't know why y'all think that that was staged. But the look on Will's, listen to me. Listen to me. It was not staged. But anyway, I love you guys. All right. It's like 300 of y'all flew out of here as soon as I said I was about to go. They don't fuck with me like that. But I love y'all. I appreciate y'all so much for coming through. And maybe y'all see me later tonight, maybe tomorrow, but you'll see me soon. All right now.